Hey, it's the Terminian Hero here, and we're playing some more Metroid Prime. Why am I going out that door? I am so used to just exiting the door once I've finished saving. But no, we want to go through this tunnel, because this is a place we haven't gone through before. Access to Tallon Overworld East granted. Hooray! Yeah, this is a place we haven't gone through, but it does lead to a place that we've been to. But yeah, we've got the ice beam now, and I know exactly where we want to go with that. It's pretty far away from here, but we have a somewhat quick route to get there. It'll still take a bit. Now, this room here. Transport Tunnel C. Ah, memories. The first time I went out of bounds. Not gonna do it now, because I don't want to screw things up. But yeah, I remember going up out of the ceiling, hearing about the Metroid Prime secret worlds, and now no one calls them the secret worlds anymore, at least not in Metroid Prime. Now it's just out of bounds or the ether. Because there's apparently a ton of places throughout this game you can go out of bounds. Especially if you have, like, the original release of this game, which I don't have. I have the version that came with a GameCube that that also came with a Metroid Prime 2 bonus disc, like a little demo for Prime 2, which we will be looking at that bonus disc, by the way. But that'll be like a bonus video once we're done with the main game. And now this place should be familiar. This is, yeah, where the frigate Orphan crashed. And yeah, you can freeze these guys in place even though they're flying. Another strategy. Freeze them and then shoot a missile. Instant death. Also, notice how when I charge my beam, my whole arm cannon freezes there. Yeah, that effect is not in Trilogy version for some reason. It's unfortunate that they took all those effects out. Woo! Water slide! Okay. So yeah, now that we have the ice beam, we could start going through the crashed frigate. But, like I said before, you really don't want to. Like, you really don't want to at this point. I still can't get that missile tank, can I? I thought I got a pretty good jump before. Where did I jump from then? Was it from here? I can't make that jump. Okay, we'll save that for later. Oh boy, time to start the long journey to where we need to go. You still might not know where we need to go, because the game hasn't told us yet. Let's save quick just in case the game crashes, although I'm not going to be using that elevator. But yeah, we basically have to go to the complete opposite side of the game. Like I said before, though, thankfully there are shortcuts. Specifically, if we climb this room. Which we can do relatively fast thanks to our space jump. We don't have to step on every single platform. Yeah, so the ice beam, it's really helpful since it does freeze enemies, but it's also pretty slow. So that is its big downfall there. But I'm pretty sure it is stronger than both the power beam and the wave beam. I think all your beams just get stronger as you go along. And this should be the way we want to go. Yeah, we want to go over here, because this will lead back to the end of Phendrana Drifts, which, if you might remember, the end of Phendrana Drifts had a... it wasn't quite the end of Phendrana Drifts, because there was a... there was an ice beam door. And that is exactly where we want to go. I'm sure we've encountered a number of other ice beam doors, but this is definitely the one we want to go to. You do still need to switch back to your old beams to open doors. These doors here can only be opened by the wave beam. Just because the ice beam is stronger doesn't mean it works on them. Okay, I guess you do have to shoot those guys to jump on them. Will you please? I'm just gonna go past you. I'm not gonna deal with that. Hey, wanna try out some Wave Buster? Yeah, that's how that works. Just figured I'd show it off since I haven't yet. Like a big old Tesla coil. It's pretty cool. And we have basically made it to where we want to be. Let's take our elevator, and we're literally to the room we want to be at least in order to continue. Where we won't be to the room with the power-up we're looking for, but we'll be to the room that allows us to get to a new area. And I always just want to go to the door in front of me after like an elevator or a save or something, but no, we want to go backwards, because, yeah, now we can go here. And hey, there's an energy tank in there that we can't get because ice blocks a tunnel. Oh well, that's unfortunate. You make me use the ice beam to get here, and then you switch it back to wave beam doors. What's up with that? So if we go down here, this tunnel here actually leads somewhere familiar. It leads back into the Space Pirate base where we got the thermal visor. But we don't need to go there right now. We will need to go back into that base at some point. But not right now. So this door, I think, is where we wanted to go. There is also another door further down, like under the water. I think that's where we'll come out of once we're done taking this path. Got some ice beetles, which we already scanned long ago, but I still think these enemies might be missable scans, so just a reminder that they exist. And that you might want to scan them now. Unusual gravity patterns analyzed. Gravity pulses within Phendrana area. We want to go there, to the gravity chamber. And these guys are just the same old scarabs. They're just in the ice area for some reason now. Pretty sure that's the only time they ever appear in the ice area, or I think in any area outside of Chozo Ruins. So it's kind of weird that they're there. Hey, how's it going? Glider. Docile airborne creatures with unusual magnetic properties. Gliders have a relatively peaceful existence. They have a magnetic signature attuned to common grapple beam technology. The sport of glider riding involves using a grapple to attach to a glider, then staying on it as long as possible. That sounds pretty ridiculous. Also, the room we are in is the Frost Cave. Okay, that's not the room I thought it was. In one of these rooms, though, either this one or one of the similar ones coming up, it's supposed to be your first encounter with a Hunter Metroid. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be this room here, where a Hunter Metroid is supposed to come up right here. But that only happens on the PAL and Trilogy versions. On the original NTSC version that we're playing, Hunter Metroids are not going to be around for a while yet. And even then, I'm pretty sure there's only one Hunter Metroid here in those other versions. So we've got some stuff to scan in the save room. Stuff about Metroids and mines. Yeah, so let's give it a quick save here. And let's continue on. So we've got the 2 stalactites we can shoot. There's another stalactite in this room, but it's up really high and we can't get a good angle to shoot a missile at it. Yeah, it's up there. So we'll have to take care of that later. Anyways, let's continue on through here. Hello to you. Say hello to Mr. Ice Beam Missile Combo. You were dead before I could shoot the missile at you. Well, how pitiful of you. So yeah, now we're all the way to Phendrana's edge. So yeah, we have reached the furthest point in the Phendrana region. I don't think we can climb all the way up here yet, because I think we need, yeah, we need grapple beam. So I guess let's just head down then instead. It's time to go underwater. And we've got a new enemy under here. This is a Jelzap, aquatic predator made of electrically bound skeletal halves. The Jelzap's brain is located in the upper half of its body, while the heart and digestive tract occupy the lower half. Linked only by electrical impulses, the two halves somehow function effectively enough to launch the Jelzap to the top of Tallon 4's aquatic food chain. So yeah, if you get close to this guy, he'll try to suck you in. And you can only attack him when he's open like that. So you've got to get close and then shoot right away. Thankfully, freezing him stops him from sucking you in. Having one of those scatter, no, those are the pulse bamboo. What one is this? Yeah, having those scatter bamboos underwater just seems dangerous. And now we are at the Hunter Cave. I'm pretty sure the Hunter Metroid was back in the Frost Cave in the other versions, but yeah, there's still a hint to the fact that Hunter Metroids are supposed to be here in this version, since this is the Hunter Cave. Guess let's shoot some stalactites down. And kill some Jelzaps with them. Oh, that wasn't... that stalactite actually made a pathway forward. I thought we were dropping it onto this Jelzap here. Whatever. Yeah, that last stalactite dropped here. Anyways, not much else we can do in this room right now, but this door leads exactly to where we want to go, to the gravity chamber. So, what's here? We got a new enemy. Aqua Reaper, powerful aquatic tentacle, part of a submerged organism. Similar in nature to the surface-based Reaper vine, the Aqua Reaper has adapted to a liquid environment. It shares the poor vision of its rock-dwelling cousin, relying on a crude sonar sense to seek prey. Unhindered by water, the Aqua Reaper has considerable speed and strength. And we've also got some Jelzaps down there, so we gotta be careful about that. Is that lava below us? That is totally lava below us. Wow, well, what do you know? Get out of here. Anyways, so it can be kinda hard to see underwater. It's like so foggy. But it would be easier to find our way around if we used our scan visor. And the reason for that is because you see we've got a target over there. And that target is what we're looking for, I think. Yes, the gravity suit. Oh my gosh, please let me up. Okay. Oh my gosh, there's a Jelzap apparently sucking me in. Get out of here, guy. There we go. Let's get our gravity suit. I said let's get our gravity suit. Okay. Gravity suit acquired. Movement in liquid environments is no longer hindered. So yeah, we will no longer move slower and have shorter jumps in water. In the water we control just like above water. In addition to that, yeah, it's a lot easier to see underwater. I'm not sure if the suits give you increased defense in this game or not. But we may also have increased defense, I'm not sure. Look at these fish guys. They're pretty scary looking, honestly. Anyways, now that we can jump higher in the water, we can actually get out of here. And we fall right back in. Wonderful. Anyways, we can't do everything in this room yet because of this. Huh, volcanic rock. I did show that there was lava below this place. Interesting. That is some good attention to detail. This item rests on a ledge that appears to be too high to access by jumping. How sad, we cannot get it yet. I know we've already got this guy. He's weak to the wave beam. Part of me wonders if I could scan something frozen under the ice, like with the, like in the room where we got the boost ball. Hello, I'm gonna ignore you guys. I meant to change beams, not visors. But I suppose changing visors would also probably be a good way to see underwater before you have the gravity suit. So that's pretty cool. You can see all the little fish quite easily this way. Like the little schools of fish. I mean, I guess you can see them anyways, but they definitely stick out a lot more with the thermal visor, which again is pretty good attention to detail. This game has a lot of it. And now we are back to where we were before. We're just lower down, because I said we would come out the door at the bottom in the water, and that's what we've done. Okay, well, these guys are being a little bit annoying, but we can take care of them. Yeah, the ice beam, like the ice beam missile combo is just super overpowered. So that's the door back to the whole gravity chamber area and all that stuff. We want to climb all the way back to the top. All the way back to the top. We don't want to be going to the space pirate base. Let's get all the way back up there. Please let me up. I'm pretty sure you can also roll out to the foreground there. But I'm not gonna test it. Oh, really? I opened it and then it immediately closed on me? That's rude. Anyways, we have made it all the way back here. Now where the heck do we want to go? I'm pretty sure we didn't need the gravity suit anywhere else in the Phendrana region. I know the next place to go for the story, but that's pretty far away. And I'm wondering what else we could do on the way there. Actually, it's not too far away now that I think about it. Yeah, so I guess I'll just go straight there. I mean, but we basically have to go back to where we were before we came for the gravity suit. It's definitely a bit of back and forth here, but this is Metroid, so what do you expect? Also, yeah, something to note, as you saw there, we do still take damage from lava. In some Metroid games, the gravity suit makes it so you can't get hurt by lava. Not the case here. So that is something important to note. So yeah, this is where we want to head, because it's finally time to go to the crashed frigate. It's been a long time since we've been inside that frigate. I wonder how many people I'm annoying that pronounce it frigate. Which probably is how it's supposed to be pronounced, but I don't care. What door did it think I shot? That was weird. The only door I saw was a blue door too, so it definitely could be opened by that weapon game, but whatever. So I am getting kind of excited because we're getting close to some upgrades that we have been wanting to use for a long time. We're not quite there yet. Still got to go through the crashed frigate, but once we're done there, we'll be seeing some new stuff. Which is kind of interesting that we are going to be seeing some new stuff right after seeing a new version of some old stuff. We can finally get that missile expansion. Hooray. And I know there's a morph ball tunnel up here that we can scan. Because like I said, I am crazy and I do scan everything on every playthrough. So there's some proof of that. Also, this little tunnel here, it seems so secretive. You couldn't really see it from the other side. And if you're over here, like, you can't tell there's a tunnel there. It's just kind of neat how well hidden that is. Anyways, I guess let's go inside. And we are in. And you will see a lot of familiar rooms from the Frigate Orphan, since this is that same ship. You remember during our escape when I wanted to look up in these big shafts? That's why I wanted to look up. I wanted to see if there was an opening somewhere. Also, new... I can't scan through the floor. Well, we'll have to scan one of those later, I guess. But yeah, this is one of the tunnels we were in during our escape. It's just all destroyed now. And some turrets are still active, apparently. I know that these aren't new turrets, so I'll just destroy them now. I know when the new turrets appear. But now for the gimmick of this place. We are going to be using our thermal visor a lot. Because this place is wrecked, most of the power is not working. It's all shut down. I mean, the turrets were still active. I guess they were on some sort of backup power. But yeah, we gotta find these power conduits. But hey, we get to look at those cool wires. New enemy that only appears here. Tallon crab, crustacean native of Tallon 4. Hard-shelled swarm lifeform, once harvested for food, exposure to Phazon has seen this practice diminish. Creatures are timid and harmless alone, but can be a problem when traveling in swarms. They weren't that much of a problem. And now, we are at the reactor core. This is where we fought the Parasite Queen. And you see all these platforms here? All these random floating platforms that we do not need to climb up because we are going down. Well, guess what? First of all, we've got an Aqua Pirate here. Aqua Pirate, space pirates with exoskeletons modified for underwater use. Using modified thruster packs and gravity suit technology, the space pirates have armor suits for use in liquid environments. Thermal tracking is still very useful against these units, as the pirate engineers have yet to eliminate the thruster pack's high heat signature. So yeah, these are not your typical flying pirates, these are aqua pirates. But anyways, yeah, so all that stuff that we don't have to climb up, well, we would have to climb up it if we got here without the gravity suit. Because you would come all this way, you would get to here, you would try to climb up here, and you wouldn't be able it looks like you actually can jump up here. That's weird, but I'm pretty sure you can't. I'm pretty sure it tells you, like, oh, you need, like, you can't get through here because, like, the water gives you problems or something. Obviously not that exact wording, but you get the idea. And you'd have to turn back. You'd have to go all the way back up these platforms without the gravity suit, mind you, so it would be more difficult to deal with. And go all the way back out of the crashed frigate. Anyways, as you can see by these lights here, we have 4 power conduits to hit. 4 of them to activate, so there's one. And yeah, they are getting fancy with these wires, and I like it. There's the second one over there. The third one is down here. And the fourth one is up here. I just need to get back up, but I can shoot it from there. And the door is active. Now, if you remember the opening area of the game, then you'll know that, hey, we're about to find a save point and an elevator. But of course, it's gonna be a bit different from before. So in here, we've got another door that has no power. We only gotta get 2 conduits here. Yeah, this thing is not working because it's broken down. Apparently, you can scan it from both sides now. I mean, you could before, but they counted as the same thing before. And here's our familiar save room, which is thankfully working, even though this place is wrecked. I remember in Super Metroid, in the wrecked ship, you had to get the power working again before the save stations would work. But not so much the case here. Guess save stations are on backup power. And now we can scan these things again, apparently. And here is our elevator. It's not looking too good, as you might imagine. An energy tank lies within this crashed lift. Sounds good to me. Alright, so, okay, incoming scan data. Foreign technology present. Active transport located. So it's just telling us to go to an elevator, which is not connected to that thing, even though it looked like it was from that perspective. But yeah, we still want to be looking for thermal visor stuff here. I'm just gonna go back down and make sure I didn't miss any down here, because I think there is one, and there is. And that cool looking wire's going all the way up this tunnel. Ow! And I know there's another one here. And now let's actually switch back to our combat visor so we can see. Gotta jump back and forth a bit here to actually make it up here. And hey, look, there's a dead space pirate. Which actually counts as a normal space pirate, even though he's like a dead one, like when we first went through this place. And yeah, our final one here is right here. Our final conduit. For this room, of course. We've got a lot more conduits to activate further in. Now, this room has a few interesting things in it. First of all, this room has a missable enemy. There are 2 of them in this room, and once you kill them, they are gone forever. And they look like enemies that you already found. They're these guys. The Aqua Drone. So really don't miss these guys. But anyways, Aqua Drone. Security mecha adapted for use in underwater areas. The space pirates have adapted a number of sentry drones for use in liquid environments. These Aqua Drones utilize an arsenal and artificial intelligence suit similar to their cousins. The pirates have been unable to properly shield these drones from electrical attack, making them vulnerable to the wave beam. And we've got some turrets here to take care of. So remember, this was the room that had all of those creatures in here. Like, it had all of the creatures in Tallon 4 that they were studying in these little containment areas. And one of those creatures looked like it was trying to break out. And that creature, when we scanned its door, you could see that it was one of those creatures in Super Metroid. And that is actually important, because if we scan the door that guy was trying to get out of, it's actually something we can break. And if we break through it, the creature is sadly not in there, so we don't get to see that creature in 3D, but it does have a missile expansion. And hey, it's the computer that had the missable pirate data at the start again. And there's a dead parasite queen again. So let's start activating these things. One is in that little containment area. And I know there's at least one on a higher floor, so I'll go up there now. Let's jump on here first. That one. And I know there's one on this central pillar, which is the one I was thinking of before. And there we go. Okay. Now we can head on through even further. Yeah, these guys count as the same Aqua Reapers, even though they're smaller. Alright, so we've been to this room a couple times before. First, let's defeat these guys, which, as the scan mentioned, you can see very well with the thermal visor. But let's just use the good old freeze and explode technique. So, yeah, this door here is blocked now. This is the door we came out of when we were in the escape sequence. And this spot right here was where those space pirates were fighting that parasite queen that died, although I'm not sure why this cylinder is in such good shape now. I mean, not that it's in good shape, but it's not completely exploded like it was before. Like this one. So that's a bit odd, honestly. Normally their attention to detail is good, but I guess that one just didn't work out. Anyways, so we've got more conduits to activate. What did you expect? Got one over here, one up on top, and then one on the other side. And we got another dead space pirate, and we are almost through here. We can scan one of these Aqua Sacs now, since we couldn't scan the one at the start. So Aqua Sac will burst when subjected to impact or trauma. Believed to be in the same family as the Sap Sac, this plant has similar features. It will burst when exposed to force. The protective response keeps most creatures from feeding on it. Although different from the Sap Sac, this one's explosion totally won't hurt you. Look at how pitiful that explosion was. Like, let's even go right next to this one and blow it up. I'm touching it right now, and it did no damage. And now we've just got a little morph ball tunnel. Now, just because the gravity suit prevents you from being affected by water physics, it actually doesn't completely prevent you from being affected by water physics. Notice that there's a little current here pushing you upward. So if we lay a bomb and try to do a bomb jump, it launches us pretty darn high. And that allows us to actually do a triple bomb jump here. If we time our bomb presses right. That would have been awesome if I would have got it on the first try. Because this timing is actually really difficult to get down. But that leads us to another energy tank. One that a lot of people probably miss, because they probably don't think to do that or don't have the skill to do that. Because that timing is actually really hard to get down. But we have now left the crashed frigate, and we are in a familiar room. We are just in a section of it that we couldn't get to before. Now, I'm pretty sure that's the door we want to go through, but I'm going to climb a little more first. Because you remember there was a one-way door in this room, and I actually want to open it. I mean, I could just do it later. But let's do it now. It'll just be nice to know that we have this open. Alright, now let's head back down. Now we got another bridge here, but thankfully there's nothing below because intense radiation is detected. You do not want to drop into that phazon. That will do a ton of damage to you. Actually, can I scan it? Can't scan the phazon? Why not? It doesn't matter. So now, access to Phazon Mines East granted. Please step into the hologram. Yep, that's right. We are finally going to a new area. We've been stuck in Tallon Overworld, Chozo Ruins, Magmore Caverns, and Phendrana Drifts for what seems like forever now. We even took a trip back to the frigate, even though it's crashed in part of Tallon Overworld now. But we have finally reached the 6th area of the game, Phazon Mines, the second to last area in the game. We know that we're trying to get to Impact Crater, and that is the last area. So yeah, that's all 7 areas in the game. And I really can't scan this stuff. Huh. But here we are, the Phazon Mines. So we've got this crane up here, which has a grapple point on the end of it. Power surges detected. Surges located within mining compound. Well, that doesn't look too far away. Until you start turning the camera. Because it is way below us. Granted, this map kind of works differently. This is kind of a map that has 3 floors, so it has 3 separate sections of the map. So it's not really that far below us, but it's just on a lower floor than where we are now. But yeah, we've got quite a ways before we can go there. And we've got a new type of turret. A mega turret. Perimeter defense turret reinforced with energy shielding. Frustrated with inferior armor plating on standard defense turrets, the Space Pirates added energy shielding to a modified heavy cannon. The new shielding and increased beam strength makes the mega turret an efficient point defense weapon. So yeah, I think these take 4 missiles, maybe just 3. Okay, good, just 3. So in order to get past that force field, we have to scan some stuff. Specifically, we have to scan the primary force field control, and the secondary force field control. Now, that's where we're going to have to go to continue, but we're not going to go there in this video. We are just going to explore the rest of this room and then go save. Hello, space pirates. Also, there's a thing here to scan. These crane controls are functional but require power. The power conduits to activate the crane are most likely located near the control cabin on the other side of this room. Yeah, we're gonna want to use our ice beam missile combo here, because that is just the best way to take care of most enemies. And man, there are going to be a lot of pirates here, which also means a lot of pirate data, so I hope you're up for some reading. Alright, so we've got some stuff to scan here. It looks like we can't scan what's up there, not that you can even see that something is up there right now. Crane unit scan indicates recent use. Device is currently inactive. Talking about some elite troopers again. We've heard about those before. Alright, so let's activate these crane controls by hitting the power conduit right there. Yeah, who needs a thermal visor? I can't even scan that anymore. Anyways, let's activate our crane, because that's going to be fun. Crane controls now active. So we're going to use this crane to just smash that building. And that'll lead us to a missile expansion. In order to get up there, though, we got a spider ball across the crane. How nice that this crane has both a spider ball track and a grapple point on it. Also, we can't get out of morph ball mode here, even though there's definitely room for us to. It's kind of weird. Oh no, I fell back down. Not that there was really anything else to do up there. Yeah, that scan is just gone because they don't want you scanning that from here. They want to make sure you scan that from the doorway up there. Okay, apparently you can use either control thing to do that. You can just move this thing back and forth. I mean, we don't have a grapple point right now, so it really doesn't matter where it is. Yeah, there's no scan in that thing now. So all that's really left for us to do is to just go up here and save our game. This is an interesting and unique looking save room though. We got a little tunnel that we can't really go through. And we've got a door blocking our save room that we have to scan this to get through. Save station access granted. And then we've got tiny aquariums with little fish in them. It's pretty neat looking. But that will be it for this video. In the next video, we will enter and explore the Phazon Mines. I'm the Terminian Hero, and I will see you then.